Hey, what's up? It's Eric. Okay, I just wanted to do this video and do it justice. I've done it like 3 times now and I keep on adding and taking back. But basically, I've been gone for a long time, and about 11 months ago, this guy is 16 years old asked me a question, so I'm just gonna answer the question. You can read what he wants to know. But what are my recommendations? Well, let me just tell you a little story here about um, this guy that I saw around town. He had a little Ford Explorer truck, so which is like a Ford Explorer, and then it has a truck bed in the back. I don't know if they still make them or not, but real slick little system he had, and he had like a snow dog plow on there, and he had like a little tailgate salter on the back, and I was just thinking like, man, this guy's like really impressive, like really go get. I've seen him around town a couple times. And anyways, so me with my big ego, I'm thinking this guy's just, small time deal, but just really hustling. And he's got a truck that's more of like a white collar person would drive that type of a vehicle. Since it's an SUV, it's not even really a truck. So I just thought maybe he lost his job and he's always wanted to do lawn care and something and blah, blah, blah. Well, no, I was wrong. So I went over and talked to him, and we were at the gas station. It was just about to start snowing, so and started talking to him. And anyways, he was like, I was like, yeah, I plow I plow this gas station here. And he's like, oh yeah, I used to plow that this a couple years ago, and I lost it. And he was totally fine with that. But long story short is the guy, I don't know how much money he makes. All I know is how much money I make. So I know that he's making a lot of money, like definitely over $1 million a year. And he's driving around a light duty pickup truck, and he's got trucks just like you have mowers for different things, and he uses those trucks for smaller jobs like gas stations, where it's just way easier to maneuver with that smaller truck. And so there's nothing wrong with a small truck. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing is that it really depends on what it is that you want to do, where you want to go, and your financial situation. I can look at it and I can with my ego say, oh, you want to stay small, you want to do all this stuff, and you're young and learning curve and blah blah blah. But then you could also look at it and say, you're young, you have time to make mistakes, you probably live at home since you're not even able to not live on your own yet, uh, and you can save money and put it into a better truck and get a bigger truck, and then and go out and make more money with it. So you could look at it both ways, and I can't tell you which way is the best way. I can tell you that looking back at where I'm at now, and if I would wish I would have started when I was that young, I would have told myself, if I could go back, 10 years, 15 or 10 or so years, and I would just say, yeah, go just get the smaller truck, because it's good to have a smaller truck for doing estimates with and running around and doing service calls. And when someone needs dandelion sprayed, you throw the backpack sprayer in the back of the smaller duty truck and do it when you've got your main guys out in the 3/4 ton type trucks. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that at all. I wanted to go into, if you do get a bigger truck, you just have more options. So like I have, oops, I guess I could have just stayed there. I have a bunch of truck craft stuff. So I have this truck insert, and then I have this salter. But these are all different pieces that they sell that you can buy. And then I also have this box here. That's like $15,000 worth of stuff, brand new. So I'm not saying I'm not even recommending that you buy that stuff right now, but I'm just saying you could slowly start to buy some stuff like that and add services and do some mulch deliveries and blah blah, which you'd have to do a lot of mulch deliveries to pay for that. But we have a tree service, and we blow the wood chips in the back of that and dump them, so that's why. But yeah. So to answer your question, I would you gotta just listen to what I'm saying and go from there. But I freaking think that a Chevy Colorado with a plow on it like that is a really nice setup for residential. I mean, if you're doing commercial, you definitely don't want to go with this unless it's very small, like gas station type commercial stuff, because it's just not going to hold up. But if you're doing residentials, and I don't want you to think I'm saying like if you're only going to do residential, you know what? If you are a good marketer and that's something that you really want to be good at is marketing, then residential will make a lot of money for you in doing your residential plowing will make a tremendous amount of money. I mean, just to give you an example, and I actually charge more than this now, but if you charge $30 a driveway and you can do three driveways in an hour, that's obviously $90 an hour you're making. Now, if you go out and bid a commercial property, which you don't, in my opinion, you do not want to bid a commercial property by the hour, but there's guys that do it and it's very common. But you are not going to be able to bill $90 an hour for a almost any plow truck. Not in my area. It doesn't matter if it's a V plow, if it's a 9 foot plow. It doesn't matter. Let alone a smaller truck. It doesn't. It just. I'm just saying. So apples to apples, you're not really sacrificing anything by going out and getting a smaller truck. You just everything is going to be cheaper. Insurance. It's going to be cheaper on fuel. It's going to be cheaper to repair it, and the plows are way cheaper. So that's the way I would go. Learn the industry, get in there, get your hands dirty, keep on reinvesting your money, and get a bigger truck later. But that's what I would do. And any of the other guys on here, comment please and let me know your thoughts. Get to work.